Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, SeanzViewEnt, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
Stop. Hold the presses. Hold the damn phone, viewers, fans, and subscribers. I am recording this right now, April 2nd, 2026, and the road to WrestleMania 42 in Las Vegas just hit a nuclear landmine. In the next several minutes, I am going to show you and tell you, as only the brash and the brazen can, we have just hit a nuclear landmine on the road to WrestleMania 42. Remember to take this video and like, comment, share, hype up the video, because without you, there is no SeanzView. We give you the premiere. We give you the promise. We give it to you all, because that's what it means to the brash and the brazen. We're going to give you the documents. We're going to give you insider info about the McMahon family. This means Vince McMahon. What is going on with Monday Night Raw, WrestleMania, and the McMahon name? We all saw Stephanie McMahon return to Monday Night Raw on Netflix several days ago on the red brand. However, we got breaking news about Vince McMahon about never actually losing full control. I'm going to reveal the exact percentage of Netflix he secretly owns. Yeah, owns, you heard that right, and how he's using it to legally delete Triple H's power from the Raw contract. Now, if you leave now, you are going to miss the biggest corporate execution in history. Plus, we have a lot more backstage rumors, news, and developments coming out of the WWE on the road to WrestleMania that you're soon not going to want to miss. Now, my phone, viewers, my phone all this morning, I'll tell you this right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be upfront with you. My phone vibrating off the desk for the last several hours because people inside the TKO executive floor are begging me to stay silent. But you know me, I am the brash and I am the brazen. I am unapologetic. Wait until you see the shadow shares I found in section 4.2 of the merger papers. Man, the heat in Vegas is different this year. It's operating on a whole nother level. I can assure you of that. Now, I'm wearing this shirt from the production pile today of SeanzViewEnt. I had to look somewhat professional for this because this is the brash look. This is the dynamic look. Now, before I show you the kill switch, I want you to check in. I'm going to check in because I always check in because it's about you. Without you, there is no SeanzView. You guys are the foundation of this very show. I want to check in with 160,000 subscribers. You know my health journey, ladies and gentlemen. You know my health journey. You got to be healthy to handle a war like this. My cat is even looking at me like I'm crazy, but he knows that the old man, Vince McMahon, is back on the prowl again. But here is what the lawyers don't want you to know about the hotel meeting, viewers. Yes, the hotel meeting. That's where we're escalating. That's what we're bringing to you right here this morning on SeanzView Entertainment. And boy, is this going to escalate very quickly. But before we get into that, I want to know your review of last night's AEW. What was the moment, the highlight, the match of the night, the superstar of the night? What did you think was the show of the week so far? Raw, NXT, or AEW Dynamite? To the delight of my viewers, my fans, and my subscribers, we want to hear from you in the comment section right now. We want you to blow it up. We want you to mess it up. We want you to go all out in the comment section. Don't be mute. Don't hold back. Now is the time to go out. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to let it all out, viewers, fans, subscribers, and most importantly, my channel members. So here it is, viewers. Without further ado, the biggest piece of information in the history of this channel. Yes, perhaps, and that's covering a lot because I've been on here for over a decade. For over 10 years, I've been providing you the latest, the hottest, the greatest, the most insightful, the most in-depth WWE news and rumors, and we're going to escalate it, and we're going to dominate it for all of you right now and right here. I have rumors and sources in Silicon Valley that Vince McMahon didn't just sell his WWE stock, and that might be a shock. That might be like, whoa, what's happening here? We're unraveling it, guys. We're pulling back the curtain, guys. He moved it. He allegedly laundered his influence into a secret percentage of Netflix, according to speculation. He owns shadow shares that give him a direct line to the Netflix board for Mr. Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And that gives him a veto power over the Monday Night Raw contract. He's not just a talent. Well, viewers, he's the landlord. Triple H, currently in a production meeting in Vegas for WrestleMania. He has no idea, viewers, no idea that his signature on the talent contracts is being legally challenged. How does it feel to be the king of kings and find out your father-in-law is technically your boss's boss? Wait until you hear which stars are already on the Vince McMahon hit list, viewers. Oh, this is going to be one for the record books, I can assure you of that. But the corporate war in Vegas isn't just about suits and stock prices, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Oh, no, no, no. It's about the legends that are throwing away while they fight over power. Again, the legends they are throwing away while fighting over all this power. Legends like Chris Jericho. You just made the list. The Ayatollah of Rock and Roller. Dave Meltzer just confirmed on the Wrestling Observer Radio that the WrestleMania 42 return for Chris Jericho is officially and effectively dead. WWE sources shut it down. Why? Because they're so distracted by Vince McMahon's Netflix takeover that they had zero creative for the GOAT. But Jericho isn't the only one fleeing the sinking ship, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Oh, no, 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 no. No, not by a long shot, guys. This is huge. This is big. This is absolutely monumental, guys. What did you think about Chris Jericho showing up to AEW last night when the whole damn world actually thought that Jericho was going to show up in the WWE? How many times did we hear the rumors, the speculation, the gossip, the diatribe? How many times did fans theorize, oh, Jericho's coming back to WWE. Jericho will be in World Wrestling Entertainment. There's no doubt that Jericho is going to return. It's going to happen. It's going to go down. Well, you want to talk about our Russo swerve as Jericho showed up in AEW last night to shock the world. It stunned the world. Everybody expected Chris Jericho to show up and return at the Royal Rumble, to be signed to the WWE. It was almost as if it was a sure thing. The viewers, the fans, and the subscribers, they were all on it. They were all on it like flies on you-know-what. But ladies and gentlemen, what did you think about the monumental return of Chris Jericho last night to AEW television? It all boils down to each and every one of you because we brew it up to you right here on this very channel. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot more to get into just besides this bombshell announcement from Vincent Kennedy McMahon that is definitely going to send shockwaves throughout WrestleMania 42. And if anybody knows what it's like to light it up and send shockwaves and make it monumental and make it history-making, it is Vince McMahon. But is there more to this Raw contract, more to this veto, more to this power than what is being led on, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we're going to expose it right here and right now. When the icon leaves, the ones who stayed have to find a way to survive, viewers. Yes, indeed, it is all about survival. And that brings me to the apex predator. That brings me to the Viper, Randy Orton, who is currently seeking a mystery ally in St. Louis. Now, we all know for the last several months, Randy Orton, well, maybe not months, but the last several weeks, right? Randy Orton has been on the call. He has been on the phone. He has been on his cell phone. The cell phone has been to the ear like this. Make no mistake about it. And Randy Orton has been talking. He has been conspirating. He has been selling. He has been throwing it out. But we don't know who or what Randy Orton is talking to and why. And what is the plan? What is going to be the strategy? What is going to be the ultimate at the end of the day for WrestleMania, as Randy Orton will be the challenger for Cody Rhodes' undisputed WWE Championship at the Showcase of Immortals WrestleMania. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to throw this one out to you right now and right here. Orton, as we all know, has been caught on a phone call. He said, I'll see you Friday, and we all know what Friday is. Friday Night SmackDown, tomorrow night, the Blue Brand on the USA Network. It doesn't get much more orchestrated or planned than this. We all saw Cody Rhodes return last week on the Blue Brand of SmackDown to confront Randy Orton in what was one of the biggest brawls, one of the biggest pull-aparts in the history of WWE SmackDown. But ladies and gentlemen, we got some uncanny things that we got to draw to you guys. We got to draw your attention. We got to bring you in because this is the brash and the brazen. Remember, guys, to save this channel, I can't do this alone. I can't do this without you. Believe me, we have more details to expose right here on this very channel because we do it for the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. We come walking that line because we actually give a damn about you. It's not just about your comments, your thoughts. It's about reading it. It's about seeing it. It's about feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. And when you're talking about Randy Orton on a phone call and who Randy Orton could be talking to, and Could be we witnessing something we never thought was possible, something we never thought was probable about the Viper Randy Orton. When you tie in this whole Vince McMahon bombshell announcement and Triple H not knowing exactly what's going on with Vince McMahon, well, at the same time, an AEW star is at peace with never wrestling again. But that's a whole nother story that we're going to dive into. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get more into this because we got massive rumors and gossip and speculation on a huge retirement coming out of World Wrestling Entertainment. Now, again, is it a family member that Randy Orton is talking about, that Randy Orton is addressing? He says, I'll see you Friday. Does that mean tomorrow night on SmackDown will Randy Orton actually show up and tell us or show us, or will this mystery caller show up on their own? Will they show up before or after Randy Orton? And this brings me to the Apex Predator again, who is currently seeking a mystery ally. Now, mystery advisor, guy, mystery advisor, that's one of the words I'm hearing this morning, mystery advisor, that Vince personally sent to help Orton reclaim the undisputed WWE title at WrestleMania. Wait until I tell you why WWE officially banned briefcases in the arena for this Friday night on SmackDown's USA Network. You are not going to believe this one, ladies and gentlemen. Remember the shadow shares I mentioned earlier? They are the reason that Drew McIntyre is currently looking at his watch. And why is that significant? Why is that big? Why would Drew McIntyre be looking at his watch? Well, not only is Drew McIntyre one of the biggest stars in the history of SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, but the Scottish Warrior, the former WWE champion, the man that has been engrossed in a huge feud and a huge rivalry with the likes of Cody Rhodes, and now he will face Jacob Fatu in an unsanctioned match at WrestleMania 42, which is one to be unquestionably probably one of the highlights of the night in Las Vegas. But Drew McIntyre just turned 40, and you're probably saying, well, Sean, who cares? CM Punk's 47. He's still wrestling. He's still in tip-top shape. Well, Drew McIntyre is addressing his retirement timeline because he knows that under the new Vince Netflix regime, his contract might be the next one on the chopping block. Yes, you heard that right. It could very well be on the chopping block, viewers, fans, and subscribers. Drew is carrying SmackDown, but for how much longer? He's seeing the icons leave. He's seeing the corporate war, and he's asking if the physical toll is actually going to be worth it after the age of 40 years old. But there is a deeper reason why Vince McMahon could want Drew out of his way, and we're going to expose that right here on the only view that matters on YouTube.com, Sean's View Entertainment. Now, viewers, let's bring this one home, and let's bring this all together because we got a lot more videos, a lot more updates to give to you around the clock. Remember to set a reminder on your cell phone. Remember to search up Sean's View and always on YouTube so you get the fix in case YouTube doesn't let you know I've done a video, in case you get notified, even though you already clicked the bell and turned on all notifications, and even though you hype up the video and like the video, it is so important to set a reminder on your iPhone, your laptop, your desktop, your watch, your PC, your TV, whatever it means, to watch Sean's View Entertainment. Now, let's bring this one together, guys, because there's more news and rumors coming out right here and right now. From the hotel suites in Las Vegas, the picture, viewers, the picture is finally clear. It is finally here. Vince McMahon owning the network, owning Netflix, Monday Night Raw. Does Vince McMahon have a percentage in Raw Netflix? And would you like to see Vince McMahon on Monday Night Raw again in 2026? The network owns the show, and because the network owns the show, Triple H is figurehead, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed he is. Jericho saw it. That's why he's back in AEW. Drew McIntyre sees it. That's why he's talking retirement. Even the Viper, the challenger to the WWE title at WrestleMania, even Randy Orton sees it. That's why he's finding an ally outside the system. You want to talk about thinking outside the box. You now understand something that the casual fans at WrestleMania 42 won't realize. The new era, and this is part of that bombshell announcement. Okay, the new era was a transition, but the old man, Vince McMahon, Mr. McMahon, whatever alias, whatever name you want to go by, was always the destination. And right now that is detonating right before our very eyes. It is clashing in real time. You are now the most informed wrestling fans on the damned planet. Now, I have a phone call, viewers. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I'm going to be upfront with you because that's all I know how to be here on this very show. I am going to be absolutely upfront with my viewers, my fans, and my subscribers because it's about supplying you what you want to know, what you want to hear. Because Sean's View Entertainment always does it from the get-go. We pull no punches. There is no skeletons in my closet. We come here and we dive it and we drill it into each and every one of you, even for those skeptics and haters out there who say they think that I'm fake and that I'm clickbait and no cap. Those some people that come on here day in and day out, the haters, the detractors, even though I don't care about them. But it's funny how they say they don't care about me and they don't want to watch me, but yet they'll still leave comments. They'll still leave their emotions. They'll still type with their little typewriters. They'll still type their little keys. They'll still be keyboard warriors, despite the fact that they say that I'm fake and that I'm clickbait and I'm this and that and the other and that. Nothing I say is true. Well, as I always say, I'm not a hard person to find. If you want to find me, if you want to see me, all you've got to do is show up. Or are you just going to keep typing from your mommy's basement? Are you going to be hiding behind your little daddy? Are you going to be shielded by your friends, your aunts, your nana, maybe your banana, maybe your own coxswain? I don't know. But Sean's View Entertainment is here, and there ain't nobody, and I mean there ain't nobody in the world that can stop me, and there's sure as hell nobody in the world that can shut me up or shut me down. Now, as I was saying, getting back to our regularly scheduled Sean's View Entertainment, I have a phone call, viewers. Yes, I have a phone call in 5 minutes. And you might be saying, well, Sean, you have a phone call. What's that got to do with? Who cares if you have a phone call? That's your business. Well, no, actually, it is your business because, ladies and gentlemen, it involves WWE news. It involves breaking news. It involves each and every one of you watching this video right now that is absolutely titanic. Again, I have a phone call in 5 minutes with a source inside the WWE who is currently packing their bags. Yes, you heard me right. They are packing their bags. The full, unedited, banned details of the Vince McMahon Netflix takeover drops in my next video. And I can assure you, ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you right now, you're going to want to subscribe. You're going to want to click the bell, turn on all notifications, and stay unapologetic. I am Sean's View Entertainment. And without a shadow of a doubt, viewers, without a shadow of a doubt, I am here for each and every one of you. Because, ladies and gentlemen, on this show, it's not about me. It's about each and every one of you that click, that show up. It's about each and every one of you that want the daily, around-the-clock, never stop, can't stop, won't stop WWE talk. Because nobody has the heart, the passion, the hustle, the passion. And that is why the ones that can't stand me and that don't like me and don't want me here, they still keep showing up with their comments, their thoughts, their opinions. They keep dropping down their emotions. But here on Sean's View Entertainment, I have no emotion for the viewers. Wait a minute. Did I just turn heel? Wait a minute. Is Sean's View Entertainment? No. Sean's View Entertainment stays true to the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. Because I don't have emotion for the haters and the detractors and the trolls. You see, I'm going to invest my time into my channel members, my viewers, and my subscribers. Will we ever see a heel turn from the brash and the brazen? Will I turn the other way? Will I go full-on Randy Orton Viper, the volatile man that he is? Will I ever go full-on Randy Orton? Well, I guess like the WWE, anything can happen, guys. Just keep that in the back of your minds. Anything can happen. But ladies and gentlemen, let me just leave you with this. And I want to ensure this into your brain. I want you to know this. I want you to feel this. I want you to really take this in, viewers. Because in my next video, we're going to unload like we have never unloaded before, viewers. We are going to give you the satisfaction. We are going to give you the domination of the headlines in the news. I am the outlaw. I am Sean's View Entertainment. And if you're not down with that, well, then you know we always got 2 words for ya.